Hi, I'm Blue Jay. Welcome. Hope everyone's doing amazing. Let's tap in with our guides, masters, and ancestors and find out what our message is today. Ooh, the self. There's a couple different things I am getting out of this is that you're really trying to be in alignment with yourself right now. You're really trying to center your energy and bring it back in. Maybe you feel like you're dispensing too much energy right now because it's beaming through. And you know what I also get is because it's sitting at the heart chakra, maybe your heart's breaking a little bit. And I see that as like a pearl of wisdom. And you're really like, you're just like, it's almost like you're trying to hold shit together, honestly. Interesting. Alright, guides and masters, what's our message here? What's our message? What's our advice? What do we got going on? We're in the middle of eclipse season, so it could be getting handed to you, honey boo. Depending on where this sits. And you always, my advice as an astrologer that I am, and by all means, I'm not claiming to be the best of the best or anything. Always look at your rising and your moon. I've learned the higher that you ascend in life, the more spiritual you are. Sorry, I can't speak. That's normal, right? I know, so I can't talk. The more spiritual you are, the more you're going to resonate from your moon sign. That's where the whole world resides. It's not your sun. It's not what you do outwardly. It's not what people see. It's what's in the inside of that ball of gas beaming in the sky. Yes, the sun illuminates things, but you need to follow your moon sign. That's your internal world. That's what really rules the roost. All right, guides and masters. What's this message? What is it that we're trying to get our shit pulled together? King of Wands. Make sure you can kind of see it. Temperance. I hear peace and understanding, and then I heard Elvis's song. What is that song? A little bit something, a little less conversation. I don't know the lyrics, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing Elvis. A little less action and a little less action, a little more conversation. Something about action and conversation and the balancing of the two. That's all that I know. That's all I know. And death. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. This interesting because that goes hand in hand with that rainbow effect. You're really... I feel like you're chasing your happiness. I feel like you're chasing your happiness and you feel that no matter what you do, it's not working. You feel like you keep on outputting all this work, and all these colors I see as the different chakras, and I see these as the different elements that you're trying, like all your options. Like 1 minute you're a tyrant, the next minute you're caring, the next minute you're quiet and listening, the next minute you want to punch somebody. You're trying all different types of approaches to a situation, and you're not getting the breakthrough that you want. And it's actually making you very angry. And you're trying not to be. Like, you're going into that spiritual self, and you're like, what is the correct thing to do? How do I act? How do I stay in alignment? How do I get to be happy and they're happy at the same time? That's what this is really showing. And you're like, and you almost feel like depleted. I feel that depletion from this card. Okay, so guides and masters, what's our advice on how to handle this? God, you need some self-love, baby. You're pulled in too many different directions. What's your advice, guides and masters? on how to win. Six of Cups. Page of Wands. The Star. The High Priestess. So your advice is there's two parts in here that I see. First off, you need to see that you're giving to a monster that is greedy. Like I see, like all those eyes, they just want to take. So there's no winning. There's no winning to this. So stop trying to give flowers and be cute and sweet. So stop putting too much effort in, first off. Second off, realize that you're doing it out of like a program or a process. And that like, you can't, you're being a robot, right? You're doing it because you think it's the right thing to do because society has taught you that. And so you're trying to do the right thing based on society's standards. And then the other aspect of what's going on right now is this is definitely an astrological alignment. This is because of the eclipse. It's forcing you to heal, to choose sides, to be intelligent about actually drawing those boundaries and knowing who and what you are. And it's asking you to choose yourself, to go within and feel the correct thing to do. But you don't know how to do that because you're trying to pick sides. And it's saying don't pick sides. Be who you're supposed to be in that moment. I just have to mention this. I see this donut down here. I just think to myself, just sit there and eat a donut and just be like, F 'em. Stop trying so hard to please other people that are around you, your exterior, and realize that you see how this thing is hiding? Their true agendas are hiding behind these flowers, and you don't really see what their agendas are. It looks like your agendas are pretty pure. You just, you want peace and harmony and love. They don't. So stop thinking that you're the same. Stop thinking that you're the same as everybody else. Guides and Masters, what else do you want to say about this situation? Ooh, it's the Hunter. But it's upside down. Interesting. So, by you doing this, you're actually exposing yourself, your weaknesses. You're showing people how to get at you because you're compromising too much and you're being too kind and you're choosing them over yourself. And because of that, you're showing the weakness. It's telling you to stop showing your weakness, stop being in that spotlight. And because it's a black horse, it makes me think that you need to be a little bit more strategic in what you do. And my advice for that always is silence. Because one of the things from a psychological perspective from people is they don't know what you're thinking. And if you're quiet for like 10 seconds after somebody is asking you a question or doing something and you have no expression and you're totally silent, it is an emotional reaction for people to feel rejected. But it's their feelings, it's not your actions. So one of the things that you can really do is just sit there and be quiet. That's if the situation calls for it. The other flip side of it is, if they're crossing your boundaries, you just become a raging you-know-what. Fill in the word that you choose. Last card. We got a couple seconds. The Siren. Oh, be sneaky and do you, boo. Stop trying to play their games. Have a good one.